Dear students, it is the fourth video for the week 13, lesson 26, and in this video I will try to cover Montesquieu's types of government and theory of separation of power. Remember this, that Montesquieu's theory of separation of power is highly important, and this theory has been implemented especially by the Americans when they established their constitution, and resultantly American constitution, by its scheme of power between the president, judiciary and legislature, and controlling the other monetary issues and the policy issues of the country, they are controlled very creatively. And whereas in Pakistan the separation of power is confused, and this is how all the managerial problems happen here. Well, let's start with the concept that Montesquieu establishes about the government. Montesquieu believes that government is of three types. Number one, republic, jamhuriyat, monarchy, and despotism. Fine. Jamhuriyat, Badshahat, or Istabdadiyat. Well, he explains Jamhuriyat that in democracy, the sovereignty and control is with the people. He further divides democracy in two types. Number one, Jamhuriyat, democracy, and second, aristocracy. Jamhuriyat, he explains, that is a type of government in which all the people are the shareholders in sovereignty, and the people rule over themselves by that manner of government. In the prime principle in democracy is fairness and justice. This system of government is acceptable and practicable and can bring good result in little states where the population is limited, they are highly educated, and they have the political conscience. Fine. Thereby, to develop democracy in any part of the world, education of the people is necessary. And this is a drawback here, that in the third world, why the democratic principles go fail? Because the people are not educated of that kind. They are suppressed ones. There are more economical and the social divisions. Fine. So these economic and social divisions don't let the democracy grow here. Fine. The second is aristocracy. Aristocracy is that in which the lords and the influential people get into power, and they control the lives of the people, and by their virtue these people participate in the welfare of the people. Monarchy is this, that when these lords and powerful rulers of their own constituencies and clans establish a further government and elect one individual as their leader. Fine. And in kingship, the sovereignty is with the king and with the court system. Clear? So that the courts may be so powerful that they may establish new laws and nullify the old ones. And then despotism, in which the king has unlimited rules all the powers of legislation, judiciary, and executive that combine in the king. And king is all, king is right, king is omnipotent. Clear? So this is really worst one. Well, in this at this point, that why a king becomes powerful, how uh, president become powerful, why the president in Pakistan is so powerful, find why the other departments are weak. Clear? So this is all the game of power. Fine, the game of power, that some departments have the more power, and the person who gets that hold that departments, कुछ डिपार्टमेंट के पास ज़्यादा जो है वो इख्तियारात होते हैं. तो जब कोई भी शख्स किसी तरीके से इलेक्ट होके या सिलेक्ट होके उस ओहदे तक पहुंच जाता है, तो फिर उस ओहदे के अंदर वो बेजा तजावजात इस्तेमाल करना शुरू करता है. ठीक है, उसका नाजायज़ इस्तेमाल करना शुरू कर देता है. तो लिहाजा मोंटेस्क्यू और बहुत सारे और फिलोसफर्स भी इस नज़रिए के हामी थे कि किसी भी इदारे के अंदर ना तो बादशाह को इतनी पावर हासिल हो, ना पार्लियामेंट को, ना अदलिया को. इनके पास ऐसी पावर्स होनी चाहिए कि डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव पावर्स होनी चाहिए, और वो पावर्स एक दूसरे को कंट्रोल करने के लिए वो इस्तेमाल करते हैं. अब मिसाल आप देख लीजिएगा कि रिसेंटली अगर आप कुछ साल पहले देखें तो ट्रंप ने एक ऑर्डर पास किया था जिसमें उसने कहा था कि अमेरिका के अंदर जितने भी तारकीन वतन हैं वो दाखिल नहीं हो सकते, और उसने एयरपोर्ट्स पर पाबंदी लगा दी थी कि भाई कोई भी बंदा दाखिल ना हो. तो बहुत सारे लोग, हज़ारों लोग जो अमेरिका से बाहर सफ़र कर रहे थे, वो वहीं के वहीं जाम होकर रह गए. एयरपोर्ट्स पर उनको रोक लिया गया. इट वॉज अ प्रेसिडेंशियल ऑर्डर. लेकिन क्या हुआ कि उन्हीं इदारों ने, दूसरे इदारों ने जाके सुप्रीम कोर्ट में रिट की, लोगों ने रिट की, और सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने प्रेसिडेंट का ये ऑर्डर नलिफाई कर दिया कि ये बिल्कुल खिलाफ कानून है, ये नहीं माना जा सकता. और उसी तरह वो तारकीन वतन अमेरिका में वो रह रहे हैं. लेकिन सवाल ये है कि क्या ऐसा कोई कानून अगर पाकिस्तान में प्रेसिडेंट पास करे या प्राइम मिनिस्टर या कोई भी इदारा पास करे, तो क्या मुमकिन है कि हमारे इदारों में इतनी कुव्वत हो, इख्तियारात हो कि वो उसको नलिफाई कर सके? अनफॉर्चुनेटली पाकिस्तानी स्टाइल ऑफ गवर्नमेंट इज सुप्रा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल, कि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन से ऊपर वाली बात जो है, दैट इज समथिंग. ओके, मोंटेस्क्यू in his book The Spirit of Law, chapter 11, explained the theory of distribution of power. He explained the nature of the judiciary, legislature, and executive. Okay, these thoughts of Montesquieu resemble to the Aristotelian thoughts, in which he also divided the government in the three divisions: the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. Montesquieu expressed that these all the powers should be divided intelligently. Okay, Americans were greatly impressed by this authority explanation and approach of Montesquieu. They implemented in 1787 when they were established their law. France accepted this ideology in 1789. Clear? Montesquieu expressed, derived this law from the British system of government. Thereby, he says that if all the powers are vested to one person, he misuses them. And to establish a moderate government, it is necessary that power should be blocked by power, Montesquieu says that a government uses three kinds of powers. Number one, legislation, the powers of making law. Second, administration or executive, through which they control their internal and external policies. And then judiciary, that where the law and the people entangled, judiciary decides that what is all this. Fine. In form, uh, he says that if entire powers are with the king, then he will misuse them, maybe unjust, he will sabotage the rights of the people, and if all the uh, power should be given into legislation, then they will interfere into the administration and judiciary, and if judiciary is made all powerful, then uh, the judges will be omnipotent, and और दुनिया जो है उन जजों के रहमो करम पर आ जाएगी. एंड दिस हैज़ बिन डन इन पाकिस्तानी हिस्ट्री. अगर आप देखिए तो 1993 फारूक अहमद खान लगारी ने पीपल्स पार्टी की गवर्नमेंट को बरतरफ कर दिया बाय प्रेसिडेंशियल पावर, एग्जेक्टिव पावर. मुशर्रफ ने टॉपल कर दिया नवाज शरीफ को. यूसुफ रजा गिलानी को नलिफाई कर दिया सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने. So these are the basic questions that are dealt in the theory of the Montesquieu. Fine. And Montesquieu also explained the theory of freedom. He says that there are two kinds of freedoms. One is individual freedom, and other is political freedom. In the individual freedom, that this local law should provide protection to the person. He should live his life. He should do a business. He should visit. He must have the basic natural rights. And the political freedom is that he must be able to join a political party, to participate in a plebiscite, to express his thinking about the political system and the policies. Thank you very much.